Asigo and Mukami.
Did you have a baby shower?
Yes, I had a lovely baby shower. It had so many people, so many.
Was it a surprise?
Yeah, it was a surprise. It was a funny surprise.
Mine backfired, but the second time, it was fabulous.
And the third time?
No. Hello and welcome back to the Asigo and Mukami show,
where we keep it fierce, focused, and fabulous. Thank you for all our subscribers. We're so happy to have you on board.
And if you're new here, kindly subscribe, like, comment, and hit the notification bell below.
Asigo and Mukami.
And we are back. We're talking about baby showers. So, Lily, did you have a baby shower?
I did. With my firstborn, I didn't have any baby shower because of unavoidable circumstances. But with my secondborn, my friend had organized a surprise baby shower for me. But too bad, I gave birth the weekend before, so it never happened. But with my thirdborn, the baby shower was amazing. We had lots of fun. We had games. I got to spend time with my friends of friends. It was such a nice experience. I'd want to do that again.
Okay. I personally had a baby shower. I had triplets, so it was a 3-in-1 kind of baby shower. But it was a surprise, number one, and it was also surprising because I had heard the drama behind the planning and everything. But it had so many people. It had 78 people.
What?
You know. 78. And then I think because of the large number and then the dress code was yellow and white, which were my favorite, but then it was hivi mismatch. Kuna wale unajua kwa dress code kuna wale ujitolewa kwa
obviously hata yellow ingine ni hai.
Wengine wanavangatika sasa kwa yellow kwa niko in the but basically the thing about my baby shower was that we were so many, and then what happened after I gave birth is what for me made me have a different perspective about baby showers. Yeah.
I'm still stuck at 78 people.
You cannot 78, my friends of friends, I love you and thank you for showing up.
Where was it? Was it somewhere?
Like it was in my house. It was in my house.
Okay.
Yeah, so for me, my question would be to you, do you think baby showers are necessary?
Oh yes, yes and yes, because it's so much fun, and I think as a mom to be, you deserve it, because you deal with aches, sometimes you can't sleep, you have morning sickness and everything, and then you get a chance to have to just celebrate on this day and have so much fun, play games, eat whatever you want, have professionals come and advise you on so many things. So I think for me, I love baby showers, and I think it's necessary to have one.
We shall do another one for your fourth born. But I think for me, as you know, I had my babies early, 28 weeks. And then I lost 2 babies and I spent so much time in the hospital, and by the time I was coming back, I had gone through so much loss, grief, dreamy baby, delayed milestones and all that. So for me, if you ask me today, yes, a baby shower is important. Yes, it's very nice, but I would do it in 2 ways. Either do it after the baby has been born, or do it with very, very close friends, like very, very close friends. Because I had a baby, and 3 years now later, I can honestly tell you as a fact that I do not speak like tumekosana, but out of the
you're not in touch with
very few people know. So for me, having come from all that, like a lot of publicity in my marriage, my bridal shower, my baby shower, and all. I think that these are things that you need to have a very close and very close.
Intimate.
Kama itakuwa watu watano ama watu kumi, sorry. But very intimate.
Yeah, mine had 30 people, and it was lovely. But I'm just trying to imagine having 70 something people.
I'm saying that.
Like the food and what happened? Did you like have?
What happened is I had a party the day before at my house, and I had some friends sleeping over. So those friends had actually planned with my husband that we'll just continue cooking because we had chefs and everything, and then the others were going to join, but also they didn't do like a full course meal. They just did snacks and it was, no, I wouldn't say it was bad in terms of food, in terms of space. It was all good, but I'm talking in terms of the process after. You know, what happens after the baby is here. It's very nice to dress up, pink, blue, yellow, everything. But what happens after? So sometimes I feel like I need to give you 100. I need to give you 100%. So for me to give you 100%, we'd rather be very few, and then you get 500 than kila mtu akupatie 111. Not in terms of money, but in terms of energy, in terms of expectation, even in terms of support. You know, because after the baby is born,
Awako.
and that's when you need people the most.
True. What do you have to say about surprise baby showers? Because as I've said before, my first baby shower backfired because it was a surprise shower. I didn't know about it, so I couldn't like communicate to my friends and family and tell them like I'm almost due or like I'm having signs. So like, what do you have to say about surprise? Would you still want a surprise baby shower in future, or would you advise people to do surprise baby showers? What's your take?
I don't mind surprise baby showers, because at the end of the day, if I was having a baby now, I would tell you, this is how far, maybe tell you after 3 months, I am 3 months, I'm expecting in December. So, you know, December 25th, my baby is coming. So, you know, maybe let's do 2 weeks. So you're like, okay, first week of December. But then you're like, okay, maybe nitakuwa nimechoka. So you're like, okay, let's do it mid-November. So you know, like, you have a whole 1 or 2 months before. And then we are friends, Lily. We are friends. Like, kuna zile vitu ndawambia, huyu alifanywa nini kwa baby shower, mimi siwezi kaka hiyo. You know? Ama,
yeah, what if you find friends that you do not like?
Itakuwa tu inasonga. What do you do when they are there to support you? But that's the reason why, for me, with the luxury of hindsight, I would honestly, number one, not make my pregnancy public. I would have a lovely photo shoot, but I think the photographer would have to sign an NDA. But my friends, like my 5-6 friends, not more than 10, would know. And then they know who I am, they know what I like, they know, you know, kama wewe najua tukikupangia surprise shower, tusikusurprise na camera na hauna makeup.
Yeah, exactly. A nice dress. Please have a dress for me and a makeup artist.
Tukusurprise ile ya surprise, alafu tufanye makeup
ya camera.
Ukiwa na makeup, but I know that for you. Plus I know probably when you're talking, tukifanya shopping nasema mimi sipendi hii kitu, mimi nataka hii kitu, nimebuy hii, sijabuy hii, I like this. So it's always, your friends know you, unless you don't have, unless those friends are not either attentive or something just interrupts and they decide this is not what they're going to do. But you can also trust that your friends, even though they don't do what exactly you want them to do, they have wamefanya tu whatever they've done with the best of heart, and like imetoka place poa. Yeah.
And the way it's not easy. I've been to one of those WhatsApp groups where we were organizing a baby shower for a friend, and if you don't have a good organizer, my friend, things are just going to be bad. So I think having someone who can plan it properly is actually a plus, Because you find, especially when it comes to guys having to contribute money, it's Monday, we're like, guys, tulisema tunatoa tao, wapi pesa? Unajiongelesha, blue ticks, wapi nini? So sometimes, if you don't want to be part of the group, please usisumbue watu, you know?
Yeah. I always tell people, like, tukisema tunatoa tao, and you feel like, well, no, you don't have. Just say, chat to the organizer, and you know what, me, I don't have 1,000 bob, but I can bring utensils, I will
run around.
You know, I'll help you. But me, Sina, you know, and they'll be like, imagine, just come. Because number one, the most people you want are not the people with money. It's the people who wish well for you. And the people who wish well for us don't have all the money. They're just our friends from Kitambo, from now, our people we work with, and they do not have probably the resources.
Yeah, but they can give you emotional support, right? They can offer that. Yeah, so another thing I like about baby showers is that you can get a professional to come and talk about complications, pregnancy complications, do's and don'ts when you're pregnant and whatnot. So for me, I think also, if especially you don't have mature friends or maybe friends who are already parents, it's kind of difficult for you to get information unless you Google. So baby shower at least gives us a chance to get such information from even mothers, because we invite so many mothers, and they get to tell you what to do before and after and how to take care of the baby. Because if you don't do that before you give birth, it's very hard for you to take advice from anyone after giving birth. It's very, very, very difficult.
So guys, that was the first part of the show where we're dealing with the planning, the dress code, the logistics part of it. So now in the second part, we're gonna deal with the content. What should really be the meat of the baby shower, apart from the dress code and who we invite and how much money we're charging? What should be the meat of the baby shower?
Asigo and Mukami.
Welcome back, guys. So we are back to our topic on baby showers. And I think my question for you is, what did you not learn from your baby shower? What do you wish you learned during your baby shower?
Well, you see, baby showers are all fun and games until you finally give birth and now the baby is there. Even the practicing that you are doing with dolls on how to change diapers, it's very different when you have to do it practically. Like, this is your baby here and you have to change a diaper. Like, you just have to do it practically. And taking care of other kids is way different than taking care of your own kid. So if you've been changing diapers to small cousins and whatever, it's not the same. So like for me, after now the baby is here, I'm like, okay. The baby is so tiny, the two legs are like, I don't know how to hold them. I don't know how to of course you're taught uko hosi, but they're busy. So it's just haraka too, like this is how you're supposed to do it, then they do it for you. So when you get to finally have your baby and do it for yourself, man, it is not easy. From changing the diapers to feeding the baby, even especially using the bottles, it's not as easy. So I don't know if in those baby showers we need to have those professionals plus the small babies so that you actually get to practice or do it practically. But I had challenges with that because the baby was so tiny, you don't know what to do. Sometimes even the breastfeeding, yes, you're shown how you're supposed to hold the baby, how the baby is supposed to feed, but babies are different. You get this baby ataki kuingiza the whole nipple
to latch.
To latch ajui. So you're just there unashanga sasa nitafanya nini? And you know, after giving birth, you're so exhausted. You just want to eat. You just want to eat and sleep. Mnalia tu hapo wote unashinda what and then you're told when you give birth the first 2 days the baby poops, the poop is black. Lakini ukiona hivi It's so scary. It is.
Black or green.
I think
Kuna black
green.
na green. Usijui.
Kai ni kitambo.
Okay, personally, I never got to handle my baby's first poop because they were in the ICU, so everything was done. But for me, the one thing I wish I learned during the baby shower is self-care. How to take care of yourself after the baby is home, and So I feel like I dealt with grief. I dealt with handling a preemie baby, which is something probably that needs a whole discussion on itself. Because when I left hospital, I stayed in hospital for 3 months, and finally I left with one baby, having prepared for 3, and then my baby was 1.8. Alikuwa mdogo, but he couldn't breastfeed, so we were taught how to cup feed. And at 3 months, I couldn't even he couldn't hold his neck, so we had to do physiotherapy, for occupational therapy,
Wow.
for him every week, for him to at least hold his head. He was still in fetal position, so we had to sort of do the therapy to straighten his backbone, because he was still in that position. Up to now, he sort of has a protruding, the backbone. And then from there, I had to deal with delayed milestones. So everyone is like, kwani hatukuji kuona mtoto? And I'm like, my doctor says the baby, I have to stay with the baby for 6 months. So now he's 3 months, 6 months. So you have to see the baby after 6 months, which is 9 months. And if you're able, he says, keep the baby for 1 year without interaction now what you are in there, because of infections. They are born with very weak lungs. So hama kidogo tu mnarudi ICU and all that. So of course in the process I lost a lot of people who they didn't understand, mbona wachukui simu zao, mbona uongei na wao, mbona unakataa kuja tuone mtoto, au hata tuliweka tu kando. And then of course now myself dealing with grief. I lost babies. I have a baby who is very sensitive. For the longest time I wouldn't even allow the nanny to help me with the baby. Then now I'm dealing with emotions of I don't have enough milk. I am crying. It was so much for me, honestly. And then come from that is now how to handle milestones. Your baby is 1 year. My baby started at 9 months. So most babies will start to sit between 4 to
4 to 6 months. Yeah.
So you're 9, hata hiyo 9 months ni ile unasukuma hivi. So kuketi vizuri tu, it was like at 10 months. And then now, of course at 1 year, no walking. Walking is equal later. And up to today, I still feel a certain way when someone asks me, how old is your baby? Na bado hajaanza kufanya nini. And I'm like, excuse me, this is my baby. He will do what he needs to do when he needs to do it. He will walk when he walks. He will talk when he talks. He will do these things when he does these things. So I think it's also just the vulnerability of having a new baby. You're experiencing so many things.
Okay. Let's play this game.
Ukikuja just make sure unamwacha unaenda for a walk. Yeah, I didn't have that. I had to come back home without a baby. Then leave my house every day at 8, go to hospital, spend the whole day there, and come back at 6. And even during the night, I would pump after every 3 hours. So I am pumping, there's no baby. Ninaangaliwa tu na baby cot huko kwa nyumba. Like the room is transformed, a baby cot mingi. Of course, you have the baby's rooms and all that. It was just an experience that I wouldn't wish for anyone. But as much as we are happy that the babies are good, and showers are good, but we should also try and be realistic and try to tell people. I've had so many of my friends struggle with colic, mtoto alali, baby sleep training. We have experts for sleep training. I wish some of the money we contributed that go into cake
and baby cot.
Yeah, baby cot ni muhimu, wacha tusi, baby cot. But I wish some of it badala tusavile buffet nyama nini.
Yeah.
Tusavile pesa tu. Hiyo siku mtu akule nyumbani akija. Alafu we just come here and hire a sleep trainer for a new mom.
Yeah.
And sleep
And
trainers,
we do it in bits, eh?
you know, yeah.
Maybe Monday we have someone to teach us how to breastfeed.
So, as in you have a doula who also teaches you about nutrition. Like instead of spending all the, okay, it's good to have the photo shoots, the nini, the gifts, the nice dresses, but the most important here is the baby and the mom. How about we spend some of, ama tusikie tu pia, but let's say tao moja ya gift, yende tu, tao zingine ziende kwa sleep trainer, how to, this latching people there, sorry, I don't know what they're called, but the people who teach you how to latch, the people who teach you about nutrition, even basic self-care, you know.
True, by the way, we mostly focus on the baby and forget the mom.
Yeah.
So I think we should focus on both the baby and the mom. No.
Yes. I have another tip. How about we introduce dads to the baby shower? Because unapatanga unaambianga nini, but you've been told everything to do, but the father doesn't know. So wewe uko hapo umefura, you're like
he can't even help me out.
And then you're thinking sasa si wewe ndio uko na hii. Sasa mimi sina hii. When you uko nayo. So but when we include them, it doesn't have to be the same day, but it can be like, okay, sasa mama akifanya hivi, baba saidia hivi. So that you also help them understand. You know, nanga paternity leave ya baba inakuanga kukunywa kusherehekea mtoto
kulala kwa mkalete.
But you never tell them, okay, ni sawa. Mtoto amenyonya. Can you give the mother 2 hours ama 1 hour to sleep? Ama atembe tu nje. Ama hata kama hamna mtu akusaidia, you can hire someone ama you know, even tell them to talk to even the nutritionist. Someone okay, now mimi niko na bibi amezaa. What am I supposed to? Aende tu afanye shopping.
Unajua kuna men when they don't listen to their wives or their girlfriends, they need that professional to come and talk to them. That's why it is very important we include them in these baby showers so that they get to hear some of these things from a professional. Not from you, not from your friends. They won't take us seriously. They won't take them. Every imagine neighbor wako pale anakuja anaambia bwana wako ati you need to do this. No. I don't think atasikiza.
Yeah, I think also just the same way we learn from older women who have children, and okay, my first born ilikuwa hivi, my second born ilikuwa hivi. So even sisi wanawake wenye tuko na watoto tunabeba mabwana zetu wanasema okay, I don't have experience in breastfeeding, but I can tell you as a man, your woman needs support in this and this and this. Because men listen to other men, just as women listen to other women. Like ni ngumu nikuja nikwambie, by the way, bwana ya Lily alikuwa anasema hata sikiza. But
akimwambia mwenyewe,
it will be easier to connect and feel. But just like even you, your husband comes and say, oh, bibi anani aliniambia. You'll be like,
I'll be like,
kwa nini anasema hivyo? But you have that conversation. That's why it can be something very intimate. Because you see also, husbands are not like women. Asisi, hata ukutane tu na mtu kutani, it's a nice moment. And the one thing that makes women, like unites women, whether it's a 20-year-old or a 60-year-old, just kuingia delivery room. Experience ni ile.
So nilipa 100K ama 5K.
So it makes us come together, but it's not the same for men. So it's easier when it's small. You're able to discuss these things, you know, just to help the family, because at the end of the day tunaweza furahia huku, but yani mtoto anakuja anatuchanganyisha mpaka
hata mnakosana. And then there are people who say like baby shower should just be for the firstborn, and then if you have 5 more kids, like unasema tu sawa niko na mimba unazaa. So do you think you should have a baby shower for every pregnancy?
I think it's everyone is different, but I think the first baby shower, you know,
you can excitement.
But now the others, I think it becomes more of a celebration of life. You even don't need to,
like you have everything from those things to
to
towels.
celebrate and to, I think, but unajua pia people who have had many kids, no, you've had 3 kids. No pregnancy is the same, no child is the same. I'm sure the way you experience your first one is not the same way you experience
you can imagine doing a baby shower for your firstborn, and then you have pictures and whatnot, and then when you get to your thirdborn, they're like, Mom, wapi picha zangu? Kwa nini mimi sikufanyiwa? Wanasikia vibaya. So I think just do, maybe not as big as the first one, because the first baby, obviously you're excited, you don't know what to expect, like you just go all out, and pia the more kids you get, pia pesa inapungua. So if the first baby ulikuwa na baby shower ya 100k, obviously by the time you get to the 5th baby, you have responsibilities and everything else, but at least have something, celebrate something, even if it's not with your friends, at least do it with your family members and take pictures.
No, I think for me, baby showers aside, I think a photo shoot is always nice, like a pregnancy photo shoot.
Then do a photo shoot for all,
for every, and it can be as private as,
just you and your partner.
Yeah, just you and your partner, and now as the kids continue, you include the kids and everything. But at the end of the day, I feel like I have my opinions about a baby shower based on my experience. You have your opinions based on your experience, and there are so many other people with their different experiences and opinions. But the bottom line is that whether you decide to have a baby shower or not, I feel for me the most important thing is to just prepare well for the baby. Just prepare well for the baby.
And I think giving people a dress code also is not entirely good, because well, it depends. You see, if you have everything, if you have everything that you need, you don't mind like spending 5 Gs kushona nguo, because kushona nguo is like 5 Gs. So you want your friend to spend 5k on dress code, and also changa some amount of money for the presents, and maybe an ishimbali, and I need, whether it's fuel or fare. So like you find, overwhelmed. But then again, you're the one who know your friend, know your friends, so you can be able to gauge, like nikiwaambia wafanye hivi, si ndio?
Exactly, because sometimes tunataka kufanya, mimi nimeona Lily amefanya yake Kempinski. Mimi nataka kufanya yangu sasa Kempinski. Lakini najua like everyone that I know, probably hata mimi mwenyewe siwezi kula food Kempinski
on a normal day.
Then I want to take my friends who also don't frequent Kempinski often there. Itakuwa tu competition. The thing as it is, even by the showers, which we will talk about in another topic, is competition. But if you're really real to yourself, all these things don't matter. Dress code does not matter. The size of cake does not matter. What matters is the prayers of the people who are coming.
And their presence. Let them come the way they are. It's never that serious, because you see, these days it's not even about the baby, it's about the mom, and about what the society is gonna think of the baby shower. When you share photos and nini, it's all glamorous and nini, and then after the baby shower, they're nowhere to be seen.
Exactly.
So let's just be real.
Very important. Very important.
Because I think when you're pregnant, you need the kind of support you need is mostly emotional. Financially kidogo tu, but emotionally you need people around you, you need friends, family, and your husband. Please talk to these husbands and fathers to be, because at all they're normally confused, they don't know what to expect. Please include them. If you have a baby shower, invite us. Mukami and I will come and tell you this thing. And share some of the things that we know.
So basically what I hear you saying is, whether it's dress code near blue, ama no dress code, ama Kempinski, ama kwa nyumba, yangu. Just know yourself, know your friends, and just stick to your lane.
And organizers. If you want to organize a surprise shower especially, please, usiweke watu kwa group, mtu atasumbua. Mtu utamwambia tuma sao ana blue tick for 2 weeks. It won't work. just balance. You can even organize 2 baby showers, you know, like part 1 and part 2, and then give people time to prepare, because these things are not easy. We're engaged on our job. Na vitu vingine.
So busy. But I feel like with life, kuna time kazi yako ni kwenda bridal shower,
baby shower.
Unafika tu time, unaangalia uko sijaenda baby shower, sijaenda bridal shower. What is happening, you know? But every time, everything has its season.
Yeah.
But inafika tu mahali yenye, I think like you said, first baby is a lot of excitement. But for me, I just feel like my next pregnancy should be such a secret.
Are you sure? Utaenda tu hivi kwa supermarket tu hivi?
No.
Unapigwa kapicha, unasikia?
This is the thing, because of my experience, I don't want it to be out there. Because of the trauma, you know.
And by the way,
yeah.
I'll share something. With my firstborn, ilikuwa chini ya maji-ish. Okay? And the pregnancy, of course, ilikuwa ngumu because it was ilikuwa ya kwanza. But with my second born, nilinyamazia. Nilinyamazia. No. The baby shower went viral. And I'm telling you, after that baby shower, ilikuwa tu hivi. Sijui naumwa na nini. I can't even exercise. I can't do what. I can't. So sometimes with my third now, I decided ikitu itakuwa private.
Yeah.
Na mimi sikusumbuka na anything, because not everyone is happy for you. Some people are evil, let's face it. So I think just keep it a secret mpaka uzae. Ukikutana supermarket upigwe picha kama Mukami mwenye anajulikana.
Nilikuona
credit chat. And my nose inafukangana huku. And people don't know that hiyo inaitwa nini, kudiscolor.
Okay.
When you're pregnant, it takes time. The skin yako irudi normal. So usijisumbue sana, usiende kutafuta mkorogo. Just give your skin some time. Itarudi tu sawa.
And then no type of oil worked. Because all the oils that I'm told, I can't still apply some of these oils because I scared skin is vibaya. So skin imenini, you don't even fit clothes anymore. You don't fit. And then for me, I was told not to walk for very long. So yani kutembea ilikuwa hustle, like from here to there nisha hema. So I was just like, you know what?
Alafu celebrities, please, mwacha kupatia watu pressure. Any celeb anaza leo. After 1 week, my friend, 28. Sasa wewe umezaa mtoto anakimbia, unamwona ndio ule uko nje. Mwili ni ile.
Mimi I had 20 kgs on top. You know, 20.
Me, I used to gain 5 kilos a week.
So unapata But anyway, this is we are getting into another topic of self-care after delivery, which I think this one deserves a whole, a whole
show, right?
But just to finalize on baby showers.
Yeah.
Asigo. I'm so used to calling you.
Lily, yeah.
Just a message to anyone who's having a baby or who's just had a baby.
Well, pregnancies are not easy for most of us. You deal with aches and so many things, and sometimes you need to keep down your job and like put your home in order, all those things. Not everyone has a partner to support that will give you support. So just have the baby shower, have fun. Can you imagine just having a party in your honor? Oh my gosh. And you call the shots. Unasema tu staki games na kuna mtu anacheza game. Nataka hii. So just have fun, enjoy the presents, enjoy the games, and yeah. Maisha iendelee. Yeah.
I think for me, my message to all mothers, to be any new mother, and especially preemie moms, because that's close to my heart, because my baby was a preemie. I think every child is different, just like everyone is different and unique and authentic. So as long as you're doing what is right according to your doctor, according to you, and you feel that your baby is happy and comfortable, please usiangalie watu wengine. Fanya tu what you need to do for yourself, for your baby, for your family.
Yeah.
If you need to have that elaborate baby shower, please have it. If you need to have a simple baby shower, please have it. If you need to keep your pregnancy a secret for as long as hata ukizaa tunaonanga tu kamtoto kanatembea, it's fine. This life, kila mtu na lane yake.
Yeah. Lane.
Just do what is best for you and keep it real.
Yeah. Don't take loans if you can't afford to mess you up. No, yes. People
Baby
take
shower.
loans for baby. Yes.
Loan ya baby
Kwa
shower.
sababu ya Instagram. My friend, yes. Ndio uende Kempinski. Because they think you need that money after umezaa.
Okay.
Because watoto, they get sick, you need your emergency money.
You need to
they
have
need,
insurance.
yeah.
Yeah, you need to have insurance.
Tunakunywa maziwa hutu tutoto. So, yeah. That was it from us. Thank you so much for joining us. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join us next time.
Thank you.
Asigo and Mukami.